What were the successes and failures of the Chinese Revolution under Mao? What were the successes and failures of the Chinese Revolution under Mao Zedong? This question invites us to look closely at a transformative era in Chinese history. The Chinese Revolution, led by Mao Zedong, was a time of great change, driven by Mao Zedong thought, which emphasized the importance of the peasantry in revolution and ongoing class struggle. One of the major successes was the establishment of a unified modern state. In 1949, Mao's leadership led the Communist Party to victory in the Chinese Civil War. This ended years of internal conflict and foreign domination, creating China's first unified modern state under communist rule. Another significant success was land reform. The revolution broke the power of landlords and redistributed land to peasants. This aimed to eliminate feudal exploitation and empower the rural majority, aligning with Mao's belief that the peasantry was the backbone of the revolution. Social reforms also marked a success during this period. The regime made strides in literacy, healthcare, and gender equality. The Cultural Revolution, while chaotic, sought to engage youth and workers in politics, aiming to prevent elitism and keep revolutionary spirit alive. Mao's early years also focused on industrial and economic foundations. The government aimed to industrialize China based on socialist principles, inspired by the Soviet Union. This laid the groundwork for future economic development through state-owned enterprises and infrastructure. However, the revolution was not without its failures. The Great Leap Forward, from 1958 to 1962, aimed to rapidly industrialize and collectivize agriculture. Unfortunately, this campaign led to economic chaos and one of the worst famines in history, resulting in millions of deaths due to unrealistic production targets and forced collectivization. The Cultural Revolution, launched in 1966, aimed to renew revolutionary spirit but instead caused political turmoil and violence. It led to widespread social disruption, persecution of intellectuals, and destruction of cultural heritage. This period created deep divisions within society and stagnation. Mao's authoritarian control also contributed to failures. His leadership style was marked by harsh discipline within the Communist Party and suppression of dissent. His constant political campaigns undermined stable governance and effective economic management. Despite initial industrial efforts, Mao's policies left China economically backward compared to Western nations and some socialist states by the time of his death. The focus on ideological purity often came at the cost of practical economic progress. From a communist viewpoint, the Chinese Revolution under Mao aimed to overthrow imperialism and feudalism, establishing a socialist state to empower the working class and peasantry. However, the challenges of applying communist theory in practice were evident, especially when ideology overshadowed pragmatic governance. Mao's revolution fundamentally transformed China, laying the foundation for its future as a socialist country.